Hello and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. So, we're going to take a little look at today an actual court document that was filed over the last couple of days for Monica Rial and Ron Toye. So we're going to jump straight into it. Unopposed motion to enlarge time to file opening brief and responsible brief. Appellees cross-appellants in the above styled and numbered appellate proceeding hereby file this unopposed motion to enlarge time to file their opening brief and response to VM's opening brief. Motion and for same would show as follows. So the summary of motion requested relief. Monica Rial, Ronald Toye together, cross-appellants, respectfully request that the court grant an extension of time to March the 31st. We knew this was coming because Funimation and Marchi have already done it. To file both their opening brief and response to VM's opening brief. This is their second request, an extension of time to file their brief. The request relief is unopposed. Then you add obviously the cross-appellant's unopposed motion to enlarge time to file opening and response brief. The matter from which this cross-appeal is sought was pending in the 141st Judicial District Court. They filed his notice of appeal on or about October 24th, 2019, before the trial court entered a final judgment. The cross-appeal is taken from the trial court's November 25th, 2019 order, in which the trial court awarded attorneys' fees and sanctions to cross-appellants in the amount of $100,000, without considering evidence of time and labour supporting a higher reward. We saw them because they wanted to try and get more money. They filed their cross notice of appeal on December 13th. Their deadline to file his opening brief was originally set for January 27th. This court then granted the unopposed motion to enlarge time, extending the deadline to file his opening brief to February 18th. They then filed, and this court granted his second unopposed motion to enlarge time, extending the deadline to file his opening brief to February 19th. They filed, and this court granted their unopposed motion to extend the deadline on the opening brief and to respond to their opening brief on or about March 19th. So basically, it's all gone through for them. And, like they're number 11. Therefore, to avoid any confusion and ensure consistency, appellees cross-appellants respectfully request that this court grant them an extension and enter an order extending the deadline to file both their opening brief and response brief to March the 31st. And then you just got there the certificate of conference, which, unassigned via electronic mail, conference with everyone else. But one of the interesting parts of this is towards the end. So, obviously you got the record style, VM vs Funimation, Marchi, Monica and Ronald. We have received your appellee's cross-appellant's unopposed motion to enlarge time to file briefs on May the 3rd, 2019. This motion does not include a $10 filing fee as required by the Texas Supreme Court. Please submit a $10 filing fee for motion by Thursday, March the 19th, 2020. So they've gone forward with all of this, and they haven't even paid the filing fee. So that just goes to show that they filed all of these, and again, this was filed over the last couple of days where Monica was in the UK from Thursday onwards. But was Ronald over here? I don't think he was. I think, even if he was, they could have just literally via, bank wired it or whatever. And it's $10. It's $10. Come on. How can these people who, we saw how much they were making in the last video as well. Monica made 10 grand just for showing at Liverpool Comic Con. And she made about, between £3,000 to £4,000 as well. So a couple, altogether she made about $16,000 to $17,000. I'm sure she can take a $10 or $10 or whatever out of that and, just pay for this to be filed. Which goes to show even their own court are like, yeah, we're not going to pay for it, you are. And it's almost like, we haven't got any money, you need to pay us now. But again, we did see what happened. But what I will do, I will leave a link below. So you can have a look at the clerk letter and the unopposed motion, and you see them all properly, and give a good read through them if you want. But with them not paying the $10, That there has actually cracked me up. So I'm thinking, right, you got these people who are saying, you know, Ron who was, I'm buying a $90,000 Audi car. Oh, I didn't go for that, I went for a different one, but it was still about $60,000 to $70,000. You got Monica making all this money, going to conventions and gathering all these huge crowds. So I think $10 is quite easily for them to pay, but they haven't. And it's just funny because if they don't pay that, this won't get filed. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.